Welcome again, Santa Sue.
To KSSH News at Noon, I'm Lauren Ballard.
And I'm Ravi Chopra. Our schools are governed by a 5-member board of trustees.
These are elected officials who make all the final decisions that affect students, teachers, and staff.
At the beginning of last year, KSSH News brought you interviews with all 7 school board candidates.
And we've invited 3 of them back because of a recall effort directed at 2 of them.
Here's our political reporter with more.
Hey Santa Sue, Maya Bull is here. Our school district is facing a possible recall election of 2 school board members. Today we have with us the highest ranking official of the school district, President Rob Collins. So Trustee Dan White has instituted a recall of you and Trustee Sandland. Why?
Good question, Maya, and thank you for inviting me today. Dan White got elected with me. I was reelected just 10 months ago. He initiated this idea of a recall, picking out Trustee Sandland and myself. He's blaming us for declining enrollment. And it's true, Simi Valley, along with 60% of the districts in California, are losing students. A lot of economic reasons for that. During this downturn, people have lost their jobs. Here in Simi Valley, as you probably know, Maya, farmers moved and countrywide went under. A lot of businesses have had to move, and they've taken their students with us. He's never said what we should have done differently to stop those students from leaving. A good question to ask him. You know, if he gets us off the board, what's he going to do to stop declining enrollment? Because it's a serious issue to us because it does cost us money every time a student leaves.
How much money will a recall cost?
Good question, Maya. The election office just told us it will cost over $250,000, probably like $270,000. And who pays for that? This district has to pay for it. So that's going to mean cuts somewhere else. So you'll pay for it, and students will pay for it, staff here at Santa Susana High School will pay for it. Mr. White and his friends are going to have to collect over 12,000 signatures, and they have about 160 days to do that. And then if they get the signatures, then the people would vote in just the Simi Valley Unified School District whether or not they do want to recall me. They'll have one vote just for me and another ballot for Trustee Sandland.
Are you concerned that just starting a recall will in itself damage your reputation?
People might say, well, what's this recall about? Is this not a good place to go to school? Is there something wrong? They may not know the details, but they hear about it, right? And that would be a real sad thing. Not my reputation personally, I'm worried about the reputation of the entire district. May have a perception we're doing something wrong.
There you have it, Santa Sue. We are currently in contact with Trustee Dan White and are working to get him into our studio to help us understand why he initiated this recall. We'll see you then.
Up next is Emily Radke with the first of a new lecture series.
Watch this.
Hey Santa Sue, Emily Radke reporting here in front of the PAC, where Santa Sue will be hosting a brand new Distinguished Speaker series. Let's go to Madame Mortine and Mr. Lappin with more on that.
Our first one is a great speaker on October 15th at 6 o'clock in the PAC. It's free, and his name is Stephen Peckman.
He's from UCLA, from the Eli and Edith Broad Stem Cell Research Institute, and he's going to be speaking on ethical issues and dilemmas with using humans in research trials for drugs and new stem cell research and in surgery and different things like that.
We're actually looking also for future speakers, so if anyone in the audience knows of anyone who would like to maybe speak or has an interesting topic to speak about, we would really appreciate maybe a little lead, so please stop by my room and let me know, or email me, or a parent out there, let me know if you're interested in speaking.
So be sure to come to the PAC on Tuesday, October 15th at 6 p.m. for our new Distinguished Speaker series. Back to you in the studio.
Our parking lot is filled with various cars.
Here's Joel Partridge with one of them.
He's interviewing the car?
We have many commuting students here on campus.
Some as far as Oxnard and Agora Hills.
Here's Amanda Vey with the coverage.
Hi Santa Sue, this is Amanda Bay. There are students at this school who commute from out of town to come to Santa Sue. Let's go check in with Mr. Buckle to find out more. So Mr. Buckle, what % of students commute from out of town?
It's between 10 and 12%.
And what are some of the cities that these students commute from?
Well, I know we have students who have come from Burbank. I know we have some students who come from Oxnard, Agora, Sherman Oaks even.
And is it harder for students from out of the district to come to Santa Sue?
I think it's not for the most part. All they need is an inter-district transfer. However, the Los Angeles Unified School District does make it difficult for students to come from there. They have to prove that the programs at Santa Susana are uniquely different than what they have in LA Unified, which is probably kind of challenging.
And how does the school benefit from having kids from out of town?
Variety is a good thing and adds a lot of spice to our campus. So I think the experiences of kids from other places bring a greater experience to everyone else that's here.
Well, Santa Sue, if you're a traveling troubadour, visit me, Amanda Vey, at www.facebook.com/travelingtroubadour. Back to you in the studio.
Dust off your running shoes.
Relay for Life is back.
In 2012, 1,639,000 Americans were diagnosed with cancer. That same year, 577,000 cancer patients passed away. Relay for Life is a fundraiser which fights for every birthday threatened by cancer. Let's go talk to some students who have been affected by cancer.
A few years ago, my Papa Lou was diagnosed with cancer in his esophagus, and he fought for a long time.
My Aunt Angie was diagnosed with pancreatic cancer about 4 months ago.
My mom was diagnosed with breast cancer not too recently.
I plan on participating in Relay for Life.
I haven't. I've always wanted to, but I didn't, and this year I'm going to for sure.
I'm participating in Relay for Life this year with my whole family.
I'm here with Sarah Miller, sophomore class president. Sarah, can you tell me a little bit about Relay for Life?
Relay for Life is a community event that helps raise funds for cancer research. It takes place on October 12th and 13th at the Rancho Simi Duck Park. To sign up, go to relayforlife.org and use our team name Santa Susana Saviors.
Thank you, Sarah.
Back to you in the studio.
There's one thing that's almost as stressful as the SATs.
Yup, the pre-SATs.
Hey Santa Sue, Cynthia Gonzalez here to congratulate Kenneth Klosser and Vaishnavi Milpetti on their PSAT results.
Kenneth Klosser! Yeah.
So this award is the letter of commendation, which the College Board gives out to students who do particularly well on the PSAT and the SAT.
Vaishna Milpetti.
I think it'll help me get into college because it's definitely something I can brag about to schools. Don't forget to sign up. The PSAT is on October 19th.
Let's join Michael Kennedy with Deadline Watch.
Thank you, Lauren. Hello again, Santa Susana. Michael Kennedy here with more senior project updates. Students with the pending approval on their senior projects must resubmit their revised contracts by October 15th. Revised approval contracts can either be turned into Mr. Garner in room 302 or the designated bin in the office. October 15th is also the due date for the senior project research paper rough draft. More information on the senior project research paper is available online at santasusana.org/seniorproject. Keep working hard, troubadours. Ravi, Lauren.
Show us your stuff.
Catch this.
ZYXWVUT SRQPONM.
I can cook an omelet.
LKJIHGF.
Ooh, how does he do it?
EDCBA.
You guys should come to the talent show.
This next story offers dating advice.
When the other person goes to a different school.
It's Girl Code. This week on Girl Code, we're talking about the pros
and cons of dating someone who doesn't go to Santa Sue.
When you have a really bad pimple like this, and they don't have to see you this week, and they don't have to see you when you have bad hair days.
I don't have to dress to impress.
It's nice seeing him outside of school.
One of the pros is when you see them, it makes it that much better.
When you dump them, you never have to see them again.
There's no pros to it, you know. I don't like that my girlfriend doesn't go here.
There's no good thing about him not being here.
The cons are I have to drive like half an hour, which isn't that big of a deal. It's like $8 in gas, but that's my life.
One of the cons of dating someone who doesn't go to the same school is you don't get to see them as often as you want to or when you want to.
Well, I guess a con would be that we can't cuddle 24/7.
Take a look at this.
Roll it. Almost lunch and I'm starving.
This will make you hungrier.
We send our kids to school. We have a right to expect that they won't be eating the kind of fatty, salty, sugary foods that we're trying to keep from them when they're at home.
Hi, I'm Cameron McCracken. Let's make some burgers. So when you're making a burger, you have to press the meat together into a circular shape, like so, and then you very carefully place it down onto the grill. Now that the meat's done, we're gonna make the bacon. When the bacon's done, we're putting it on the meat. Now to make the bacon, you just let it sizzle for a while, and you let it cook inside of its own juices here, as you see. Now that the bacon's done, let's put it on this burger. Some bacon for you. Barbecue sauce. Next time, we eat Charlie.
The College and Career Center can help with those college applications.
Tuesdays during lunch in the CCC until November 22nd.
And that's the way it is.
October 10th, 2013. Have a dandy day, Santa Sue!